the word passion's thrown around quite a lot. And I think what people mean by that is that curiosity, that sort of desire and drive to learn about what technology is or the product or framework that we're looking at that point. My name is Liam Bateman. I'm the CTO and co-founder of Silverchip. And Silverchip is a software development company based here in Manchester, and we build everything from mobile applications, games, websites, and e-commerce products. Silverchip and Northcoders go back quite far. We actually had an office next door to Northcoders' first office back in the Sharp project. We watched the evolution of Northcoders in the early days, and then we followed them to their second building at Federation House. And we've really watched that journey that they've been on as they've sort of brought in students, initially kind of a small number of cohorts per year, to grow to kind of where they are today. So I think we've got 6 active graduates with us at the moment, but I think we've taken on around 10. And just the nature of the industry, we've had a few sort of move on to other roles or other specialisms, and we still keep in touch with all of them. The main characteristic we look for is that ability to learn. So if we gave them a problem to solve, it could be something completely different to the tech stack that's taught at Northcoders. We know that they will be able to go off and figure out how that works, and also have that natural curiosity to go and figure out and want to go and learn something new and push outside their comfort zone. And that's really important. It's a really hard sort of skill to detect in sort of an interview phase, but the word passion's thrown around quite a lot. And I think what people mean by that is that curiosity, that sort of desire and drive to learn about what technology is or the product or framework that we're looking at that point. I think the reason that Northcoders has been so successful in what it does is because the technology they're choosing to teach is relevant to the industry. We're still seeing in schools and colleges where they're teaching technologies that are outdated, they're just not used in the real world. For me, the main thing about Northcoders is they teach people how to learn. So you can only learn so much in the 3-month course that exists. So the main thing is when you come out of that 3-month course, how can you continue that learning? How do you keep that curiosity? How do you, when you find something, how do you trial it? How do you build an MVP? How do you build up a program and start using it quickly? And I think that's the main thing about Northcoders, is it's always taught students how to learn and how to further progress their career in the future. Like I mentioned, we've got 6 Northcoders that now are team members at Silverchip. 2 of them are actually team leaders. We've got 1 at senior developer level. And the ones that actually joined, one of the more recent ones that joined has been the fastest promoted person at Silverchip in 12 years. So all of the graduates are kind of pushing forward in their respective fields. Northcoders is attractive from a hiring perspective on the basis that it's still staying true to what it set out to do initially. When Northcoders first set up in this space, it was very much about the students, the teaching, and getting them roles in the industry. As time's evolved, there's a lot of commercial entities that have been set up around the code school market, and they don't all have the students' best interests at heart. So one thing that's always remained important to me and integral to Silverchip is that does Northcoders still have them values where it's looking out for the students, looking out for their best interests, and that has remained as a fundamental part of what Northcoders is doing. I think that's the most important bit and the reason that it's still our go-to kind of hiring partner for junior talent.